Hello, I'm Lieutenant Kevin Nancy of the Michigan State Police. The governor has asked me to tell you about his new traffic safety initiative called Stop, Then Go. As a traffic patrol officer for over 20 years, I have investigated crashes that were the result of drivers failing to obey traffic control devices. Often, when I perform a traffic stop for a stop sign or red light violation, the driver will inform me that he or she, quote, slowed down, unquote. Let me ask you, driver, if I were to begin striking you about the head and neck area with my tactical defense baton, would you want me to stop or slow down? So remember, when it comes to stop signs and red lights, stop, then go.
From Bad Monkey Studios in beautiful Amish country, heard throughout these fabulous United States and around the globe on the World Wide Web, this is the B Team with Cory and Jim. And I can't decide if I'm getting older or if, yeah, you think that's it? Or if I'm becoming more conscientious with the humor. Well, here's the thing. I find myself apologizing now for attempts at humor that maybe fly over someone's head, or where before I'd just been like, hey, if you don't get it, sorry for you.
Yeah.
What I did, let me tell you a little something.
Elaborate.
Yeah. I posted something on Facebook. It was National Dog Day.
No.
Apparently a couple days ago.
Mm-mm.
So I had a little time on my hands, and I found a photograph of one of those old, sea turtles or whatever, just a huge, monstrous tortoise or
one of the old ones.
Yeah. And it had 30-something little tiny turtles all around it, like it was the babies.
Right.
So I said something to the effect of, Happy National Dog Day. Here's my dog with a few of her puppies.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome.
And it got lots of people got it.
Right.
People, turtles, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Well, then one lady who apparently very nice. She's commented on a few of my things before, and she seems like a very nice person, but maybe hasn't latched onto my sense of humor, because she started talking about it as though these were really my turtles. And, where do I keep them in the wintertime and things like that. And she didn't know that because she asked me where I got this turtle from, and I said, I got it from my great-grandfather when I was a little tiny kid, and I've had it for 46 years, so it's 90-something years old. And she's like, and it had babies at that age? I didn't think the turtles could have. And I'm like, oh, she really thinks. So I started feeling bad. So I did a real long little comment thing on there apologizing to her for making this joke and explaining what I did. That I got the photo off of the internet somewhere and put it up, and that it was just a joke.
That seems like a real roundabout thing. Was she playing you though? I would think if somebody was asking me questions, they're playing it up. That's what I would assume. Yeah. Now maybe I just think people are funnier and smarter than to be fooled by that. Not that she was fooled per se, but. That to me, that seems obvious. You're making a joke.
I got you. I think she understood that I was making a joke about the National Dog Day, but I don't. But I didn't take it like she thought I really had these turtles and was making the joke that way. That I took a picture of my turtles and said they were my puppies or whatever. That's awesome. That's how it seemed to me. I mean, maybe I might have got played. Jimmy got played.
Is that a song?
It is now.
Well, it will be.
Yeah.
Coming out 2017 on the album. What?
We're the B Team. A little sad today.
Why are you sad, man?
A little sad.
Well, I mean, National Dog Day is over, so sure.
National Dog Day is over.
364 till that comes back around.
26th anniversary of the death of a hero, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
I can't even do the rest of the show.
I know.
Looks like you're flying solo.
I'm telling you. It was a sad day. I'm not going to explain it again, where I was and what was going on, because I've told that story 11 times on this show.
I'll pour out a little of the Max into my mouth.
Oh.
Thanks, SRV.
How dare you get refreshed while I'm sad about SRV?
I'm offended by your refreshness. Yeah,
I don't think people realize what we lost there, but we lost a big one.
Music lovers, no. The general public, no. But yeah, people that are really into music, sure.
Yeah,
they get it.
We lose, people like John Candy and Stevie Ray Vaughan, but you can't get Bieber on an airplane, I guess.
Jesus. Not that we're promoting anything on the show about that happening.
Bring me Bieber's head.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's the way to bring people in. Yeah. Let's just get death threats. Let's just spread those all about the airwaves. Jesus. Unbelievable. I like your shirt.
Thank you, sir.
Is that camel? Is that genuine camel?
Mm-hmm. It is. I brushed it out this morning.
Thought it was. Thought I recognized it.
You.
You know how I like my camel fur. Nice and clean, man. Nice and looking good.
What did you always say? You like your camel to smell like?
Well, it depends on the venue.
Oh.
If I'm going to a wedding, then I'm going to want something a little bit more fragrant. Maybe it was rolling around in some sunflowers, And if people should know sunflowers, how they smell. Beautiful, lovely scent. Mm-hmm. I have a couple perfumes or colognes, if you want to say, that I'll wear, made out of sunflowers, because that's how you make perfumes, out of flower petals. But if it's not a fancy setting, when I wear my camels, like let's say if I'm just going to go on a night out on the town, then I'm going to want more of a wet dog smell. I spray that thing down with some water a little bit. Let the musk. Because that's an attractant. Most people think that would be a repellent. Mm-hmm. But let me tell you something. You spray a little water on your camel jacket, you can be beating them off. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, beating them off.
Yeah. Fast and furious.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're going to want to lube up.
You're what you just said there about the wet dog's back.
Yeah.
A wet dog. It reminds me of something I tried to get started, but it never stuck. It was my own. I wrote it, and I tried to say it as much as I could to people to make it stick and tried to get them to say it, but nobody ever did. It never caught on. I would always say if I was trying to describe something as being like really gross or nasty or something, I would say it was like licking hot brownies off a wet mule's back.
It's a wonder that didn't catch on.
I can't. Yeah.
It's got to be short and sweet, man. People are going to forget that and mess it up, They're going to say, oh, that's like looking cookie dough off a camel's ass, like they're going to...
They'll blow it.
It's too much.
And then I'll end up mad.
Yeah, then you'll get offended. It's just too much. You got to keep it simple, Like cuss words, man. It's just one. Like if you're going to say like fuck, or whatever. It's just to the point. That's what I'm saying. Like if you're going to have a saying, cobra slap.
I scream out jisms when somebody pulls out in front of me or something.
Do you?
Is that a cuss word?
No.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Oh, then I need to dirty it up then.
Yeah. I don't think so. I don't think that's a cuss word. Jisms. I mean, it depends on the context.
Okay, I have to describe one to you, and I don't really. I'm not a huge fan of the swearing because you make me put money in a jar, yet you don't
Just
have to,
R.
and I don't understand it. But one time I was traveling with my brother. This will not surprise you. I was in a vehicle with my brother. Now, I have to tell you, he is the safest driver on the planet. He really is. He doesn't drive like a grandpa, but he's right there on the speed limit. He's right on the button on the speed limit, uses turn signals, does all the right stuff. So he's a very careful driver. Well, somebody pulled out in front of us once when I believe he was taking me to the airport. And this car I don't know what it did, almost T-boned us or something. He saw it. I really didn't see it. Next thing I know, he screams out, "Butt fucker!" I've never heard that used.
It's funny you mentioned that. I've got a story similar. Because my dad is quite the opposite of your brother.
Okay.
He's I'm not calling him a bad driver. Okay. I won't say that. But, nor is he unsafe. But he's done some unsafe things in a vehicle. Because he gets to the real bad road rage, you know. So I got several accounts where he's been a little bit loosey-goosey behind the wheel of a vehicle. Okay. Number one, I was younger at this one time. I was sitting in the back seat. We were following an old guy that was driving 10 miles at least under the speed limit, going real slow. So we weren't even in a real big hurry, but he was behind him, and he inched up and he said, and he kind of gave my oldest brother, who was in the passenger seat, kind of a look. I don't know if he said anything, but almost to the effect of "watch this." And so he gives this old guy a love tap whilst we're moving.
What?
Yeah. And then it was hilarious because the old guy gunned it and sped up, which I thought was hilarious at the time. And I was like 10. But this is my dad doing this now. He's like 50 years older than me. Okay. He's almost 80 now.
Yeah.
So that's example one. Example two, where he yelled something at somebody, which was hilarious. We were turning, and I think somebody, cut him off or something. And so his window was down. They honked, because they thought that they were in the right or whatever. And he just leans his head out the window and says, "Eat my ass." I never heard anything like that. It was so funny.
No.
I was throwing up. It was the funniest thing that I'd ever heard in my life. It was so
really, you immediately thought it was funny, or you were out of your comfort zone with your dad?
No. I laughed right away. When he does stuff, man, it just makes me laugh. It's just funny, and I'll laugh at him because it's hilarious.
You've told me before that some of your favorite memories are on the golf course.
Oh,
because you and
man.
your brothers,
and him. It's the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
Because number one, I'm horrible at golf, and I know I'm horrible, and I actively try to make people laugh when I play golf because I'm bad and I don't care what I score.
Take their attention away.
Yeah, man, because people take that shit way too seriously.
You got that right.
If you're not a pro at any athletic pursuit or at a high level, you shouldn't stress out about sucking, right? Mm-hmm. Because you're not that good then. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll do one of our things is so if we get to together, which happens maybe once a year because one of them lives in Cincinnati, one of them lives in Florida, so they're all over the place, sporadic. So when we get together, we'll usually do a golf outing, right? We'll play 18 holes somewhere. And so my oldest brother usually will ride with my dad, and then I'll ride with my other brother Craig. And needless to say, it's entertainment from the standpoint of there's a lot of cussing that goes on. And if, let's say, bad shots happen, right? You hit them. They don't. Nobody's Tiger Woods out there. No. Okay, we're not splitting fairways. I mean, sometimes you get lucky, or I do. But a lot of times you're in the trees. You hit it, or you're somewhere where you got to search for your ball a little bit.
4 guys playing golf. There's hundreds of bad shots in one day.
Yes,
in one game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the best is when you have a bad shot followed up by another bad shot. Or somebody does something they think for a second that they're Tiger Woods and they're going to pull off this really awesome shot. I used to do that shit just for fun. I'd hit it in the woods, and I'm like, all right. And I'll tell people actively, I'm like, watch this shit. I'm about to bend it around this tree, put it on the green, and then I'll drill the tree and it'll fly 20 yards further out of bounds.
Yeah.
Similar stuff would happen, especially with my pops, he'll make a shot or try to pull off a shot that he thinks is going to be awesome. And so when he hits it, he does something he shouldn't do in golf, which is he tries to watch his shot before he hits it. Mm-hmm. which just causes another bad shot. So like he'll hit a tree or something, and then you'll just hear just this little son of a bitch or so, and it's just funny because it's coming, So that's just entertaining times. One time I hit a golf shot and the club snapped in the middle of the shot, and the club head went further than my ball. Well, actually, that was one. The second time I did that, the club it snapped. It was like, bing! It snapped in half and went flying. So I'm watching the club, and the shot I hit was amazing, man. Ended up like 3 feet from the hole. Tap in for a bird. It's called talent.
How hard are you hitting things that your golf clubs are snapping?
It's not.
Or are you playing with these wooden Ben Hogan original golf
I wish I had Ben Hogan wooden clubs, first of all. No, these are steel shafts, but they're old.
Yeah.
And they give way. I'm not a professional, okay? Clearly. If you want your clubs to come back as you gave them to me, don't give them to me.
Okay.
Because there's no guarantees there, okay? If you want all your balls that you gave me back, because when I go to the golf course, I barter, man. I got to get shit from people because I don't buy stuff. I don't go out and buy a 12-pack of golf balls. I'm like, hey, bro, you got any golf balls? Give me the worst golf balls you have, the ones that are scratched and shit, because I'm going to lose them. I'm going to hit them in the water. I'm going to hit them in the trees. I might hit them into porta pots or other carts. I don't know. A golf trip with me, it's like reading a book that you've never read. There's going to be all kinds of turns and twists. You just don't know.
Man.
I laugh so hard when I hit things that I shouldn't hit. Oh, It's the fun. It's the most fun that you can have. Yeah. Being bad at golf. Like in a sporting event.
2 things I do on a golf course. One is every shot I point it out.
Nice.
And that drives people nuts. I
don't
come anywhere near where I point.
Oh, no.
Ever. But I point it out like I know exactly what I'm doing.
I
call it, just like Babe Ruth. I Babe Ruth this thing.
Yeah.
Every single shot I do that. And then
even on your putts.
When somebody's on their backswing, every time somebody's on their backswing, I say, good luck. just as they're getting ready to follow through.
My dad would hate you.
Yep.
Would hate you.
Yes.
I would love it.
Yeah.
That's my kind of golf right there. Because when I hit shots that skim the ground, my favorite thing to do is anybody catch that? Anybody see how far that went? You're like man, got a hold of that. I'll play it up like I hit a great shot.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny. That's amusing to people. I like to do it.
Here's what surprises me about you is with the way you are on the Quidditch field, I figured that would translate over into golfing for some reason.
Let me just say this, okay? I have natural talent.
Oh.
I only play one time a year, but I'll still break 100, which for most, for real golfers, that's not good.
Yeah.
But for me, that's good. For a guy who doesn't play ever. I mean, I played a lot when I was little, so I know how to play golf, but for somebody that doesn't care, yeah.
100? Isn't that out of a top score of 300? Isn't 300 a perfect score?
You're misremembering.
Oh, that's bowling.
Yeah.
Bowling.
I've never touched even close to 200 in bowling though. That's just a sport. I can't put it together. Is it a sport? Bowling a sport? Sure. Well, sure. I'm gonna call it a sport. Sport of champions. Sport of kings.
Sport of beer bellies.
Yeah, for some. Not the dude. Do you know there's a dude, okay? I don't remember his name, but there's a professional bowler that he likes the WWF or the WWE now. And so he started incorporating the suck it move into professional bowling.
Oh,
for real.
Yeah.
He'd bowl, hit a strike, and he'd be like, boom! And he'd be like, suck it! It was the best. It was the best.
I can see it.
It was awesome. I was like, this is the greatest human being alive. Yeah. First of all, he's a pro bowler. Number 1, that's a check on the awesome list. Number 2, he's actively telling his competitors and the crowd to suck it when he hits a strike, man. If that's not pure badassery. I don't know what is.
Suck it. Oh.
It was so great.
That
When I
is the
found out
best.
about that dude, I was like, I have to watch more professional bowling. I still haven't, because nobody cares.
No.
But that dude's awesome. I'd watch that dude bowl all day.
Do they televise bowling
Sometimes, unlike ESPN 5, whatever, the
Ocho.
The Ocho. I'm sure that doesn't even exist yet, but it's coming. But some of them do. Or like if there's like a big bowling event, it's on like the day slot, like the noon slot when nobody's watching.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
when they'll televise bowl.
grandpas.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
old dudes. Or dudes that like that guy.
Yeah.
Well,
he's bringing it back. He's bringing in the youth culture.
You have to. If you're going to keep your sport alive, you got to infuse it with some youth. You know what I mean?
I do know exactly what you mean. That's good stuff. So, but you are good at tennis. You played tennis.
Yeah, I dabble. I'm one of those people, and I'm fortunate for this. I have enough coordination that I'm usually acceptable at most sports.
I got you. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like
yeah.
I'm not.
You can
I'm
hold
not,
your own.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to be a professional in anything,
Yeah.
mind you. But I can pick it up quick. I usually can understand the rules, and then I can translate it to a decent product, whatever I'm playing.
So nobody's saying, "Hey, why don't you just take a seat on this one?"
Right?
Yeah.
Like, calm down, guy. Like, I'm probably better than you. Relax.
Yeah.
But I'm competitive, that way. But I'm not a world beater in any sport. I'm not a professional, but yeah, I can play most games or sports. I dabble. Now you wrestled.
Mm-hmm.
You played football for a day.
A
Practice? A play, right? You got
a
hit,
single play. Yep.
and you're like, "F this bull."
Yep.
I'm out.
Yep.
Did you? I don't know. Did you dabble in any other sports besides street
no.
fighting? I'm not. That's a whole separate genre, milieu, if you will.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I got into the karate stuff when I was a little kid.
Okay.
I was really young.
Right.
Worked through all that. And
What belt
no,
did you attain?
like bowling, that sort of thing. Somebody would just every once in a while, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's how most people bowl
Sure.
when they're younger. Before you're like in your 40s and you decide, well, I'm going to get on one of those crazy leagues, the Thursday night league or whatever. Before that, I think you bowl like once, maybe every 3 years. I think
Or
most
5.
people. Yeah.
Maybe it's like 5.
Yeah.
And I always seem, maybe I'm throwing too hard. I always seem to flare up my elbow when I bowl, like tendonitis. I have tendonitis. It doesn't matter.
I didn't know that.
It'd be like 10 years in between bowling, and my elbow's gonna flare up every time.
You're like 15 years old.
I know.
How are your elbows?
I got old man joints, man.
Do you really?
Yeah. And bowling's one of those sports where you literally hit your peak at 40. Like that's when you're at your peak bowling performance.
Oh yeah,
You know?
man. Yeah.
Like 20, you're still a young man, which you are in most sports. But like athletic sports, like basketball and baseball and stuff, you hit 25, you're almost an elder statesman at that point in time. Bowling, you're still a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You still got stuff to
They
learn.
call you baby boy.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sweet cheeks. Hot cross buttons. I don't know what nicknames they're going to toss around the PBA,
Yeah.
Pro Bowling Association. But
I would imagine it's kind of like a fighter pilot getting his call sign assigned to him. It's a lot like that when you walk into the PBA.
Yeah. First of all, it's going to be 10 years at least before you even get spoken to by a real pro.
Kingpin.
Oh yeah.
If you haven't seen it,
Well,
go right now and rent it. Do whatever you kids do on the Whirly gig.
download it.
Yeah.
Stream that shit.
Yeah, stream it. Do it. You've got to see Kingpin. You have to.
Great cast.
The very best thing I've ever seen Randy Quaid in.
Yeah.
The very
I'll agree.
best thing I've ever seen Hamish in. Hamish.
No, dude, he's been in some solid movies. That's not the best one.
White Men Can't Jump.
Awesome.
Come on.
I'll explain why in a second.
Okay.
I'll explain why.
I'm going to need an explanation.
Yeah, go rent or download, stream Kingpin. Bill Murray's in it. You'll love it.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Okay. First of all, White Man Can't Jump. Number one. you've got a star-studded cast of Hollywood's elite.
Nope.
Snipes. Wesley, okay? Woody.
Isn't he a vampire?
Well, yeah. Blade. Awesome. Rosie Perez. Anybody? Huh? And that's about it. But the soundtrack alone, okay? Can you come out and play? Yeah, come on. I bought the CD just for that. Like 20 years after the movie came out, I wanted that song as a ringtone on my cell phone. And I couldn't find it anywhere, so I was like, F it, I'm going to get the CD. So I looked on Amazon. I bought the full-blown CD for like $3. Best money I ever spent. Because then I got that ringtone.
You bought a soundtrack?
Oh, yeah.
I've never bought a soundtrack. No, that's not true. Schindler's List. I bought Schindler's List soundtrack.
That sounds like that's probably a dramatic one.
Yeah.
I don't imagine there's too many rock ballads.
No, not at all. But
I've not seen the list.
I was going to lie and say I've never bought a soundtrack, but I have bought a soundtrack. It was Schindler's List.
Because you're a dirty liar. But yeah, bought this out. It's a phenomenal film. Number one, We Goin' Sizzler. Okay, We Goin' Sizzler. That's in there. Leaving the hand hanging. Plus, Woody Harrelson dunks at the end of it. He dunks. Spoiler alert. That's one of the main. That's one of the main trials for Harrelson in the film.
That was spoiled before the dude said action.
I don't think so. I think you're misremembering it.
Rosie Perez, Tropic Thunder. Yeah.
Tropic Thunder is a funny movie.
Yeah, pretty solid. And she's not. I mean, she's in no way like an old lady.
No,
but she was. Gary Cole was in that. She and Gary Cole are probably around the same age.
Yeah. The thing that's awesome about Tropic Thunder is Tom Cruise. Absolutely hilarious in that movie.
No, you know what? I said Tropic Thunder. I wrote Tropic Thunder. I was wrong. Rosie Perez is not in Tropic Thunder. She's in Pineapple Express.
There you go.
And I said Tropic Thunder.
Yep.
My apologies.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's okay, though. That's all right.
I even wrote it down.
That's a funny movie, too. Thug Life. That's one of my favorite parts.
Yeah. Anyway, Rosie Perez, Gary Cole, Pineapple Express.
All great films. Check them out at your local Blockbuster. Or Redbox or wherever fine movies are sold.
I love Redbox. We use it.
Netflix, man. I'm a Netflix guy. But I go to Family Video. Huh?
There's still a video store?
Yeah, bro. They do it, and they do it big.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know how. They're embezzling. They're funded by drugs, something, because they still exist, at least in the areas around here that we live. There's several of them.
Wow.
And yeah, they might be the only one.
They have more than one employee at a time?
At least 5.
Do you remember Blockbuster? You would walk in and there'd be 15 teenagers in blue shirts.
I do not know that. I've not.
Just walking around? You don't remember? Really?
When Blockbuster was at its height, I was younger.
Yeah.
And we went to cheaper video establishments.
Okay.
Yeah. So I always like envied people that went to Blockbuster. I'm like, God, they're so cool.
Yeah.
They went to Blockbuster.
They're rich.
Look at that box. It says Blockbuster on it. When I just had, we just had the plastic sleeves that you had to like fucking pry open to get the tape out of. Because every time you do a little clamp piece, it wouldn't come out. You're like, ah! You're like, you fucking thing. Yeah.
They bought Blockbuster's old stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they never had like the brand new shit. Blockbuster always did, but like the places we went had like the stuff that was just getting old, but that was their new releases,
Yeah.
That's what I had to deal with. It's pretty awesome. Watched a lot of B-level movies.
Well, you do that with Netflix.
Yeah, you do.
I do, at least.
Yeah. Netflix is sweet. They got a lot of cool user generated stuff, not user, but their originals.
Yeah.
I mean, some stuff they put like Netflix original, which is not, but because when they took over Arrested Development, but they have some good shows out though. Now they do. Narcos. That's a solid. If you haven't seen that,
not seen it.
It's good if you want to check that out. But I want to talk about a couple things.
Can we talk about them when we come back from a break?
Yes.
We'll be right back. O'Brien Medicine. When you care about people, you create relationships, trust, and loyalty that no amount of money can buy. When you care about people, you are truly making a difference in their lives. Better health and wellness through medical and alternative treatments makes our patients' lives better. O'Brien Medicine, offering same-day appointments and flexible scheduling to meet your needs. O'Brien Medicine, tailored treatment options including nutrition, exercise, and medical interventions. Find out more at o'brienmedicine.com or call 614-344-7601. O'Brien Medicine, home of the same-day appointment.
Hi, this is Emma Woods. Check out my book Beast and Savages and listen to the B Team with Cory and Jim.
Hey B-Teamers, this is Jim, letting you know that our quality, all-cotton, pre-shrunk tagless tee is now available in our store. From the beach to the boardroom, nothing says, "Hey, look at me, I'm adequate," like a B-Team with Cory and Jim t-shirt. So go to our website at point19productions.com and get you some.
And we're back. I'm going to talk about a Facebook page that the B Team is officially, what do you want to say, championing, sponsoring. Well, we don't sponsor it, but what's the word I'm looking for? Endorse. Yes. We're gonna say it on this show, timestamp it, whatever. Episode 43 on the books.
Yes.
We, the B Team, officially endorsing Dicks Out for Harambe Facebook page.
Okay, I'm writing this down.
That is not a fake Facebook page. It is Dicks Out.
Dicks Out
for Harambe.
And these are all guys named Dick that are supporting.
No. Nope.
Okay.
It is a Facebook page dedicated to Harambe, God rest his soul, where there's a lot of ape stuff put on there, like funny ape stuff.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. Dicks Out for Harambe. Check it out.
Dicks Out
for Harambe.
For Harambe.
Check it out.
There's not even a guy named Dick that sponsors this thing.
I don't think so.
Nope.
It's Dicks Out for Harambe.
Okay.
Jim wasn't consulted about this endorsement. I'm going to say that ahead of time. But I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a great partnership. Get some T-shirts made up.
We have to.
With Harambe.
Yeah.
We need to make some teas with this. All right, this just came to me as we started talking about it.
Oh, boy.
On the front of it, we'll have the B Team with Cory and Jim, our logo.
Okay.
All right? Just that. Kind of our classic. On the back, brought to you by Dicks Out for Harambe, and then have of like a silhouette of a gorilla getting sniped in the head. That's too far.
Man,
that's too far.
Yeah.
Yep. There was a line there,
yeah.
And I just leapt over it right there.
I have kids. I just want you to know that.
Pete is going to be coming after me on that one, I think.
From Hunger Games?
Yeah, what about
PETA?
it? Yeah. Malark?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's his last name.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Count one for me.
You got a good memory.
0.1 for me.
Wish I was young again.
Please.
My memory.
You're still in the twilight of your life right now. Okay. And you got a great beard. So you got some things going.
Gray beard?
No. Great.
Ah.
I didn't say bush. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What you don't have, and this is a thing that's plaguing, I've seen a lot recently, and I don't like it. Okay. I like manly looking beards on men. What I don't like is gnome beards. Okay. And what I mean by gnome beards is they have a point. They're fashioned into a point.
Come on.
You're a grown ass man. Fix it.
Fix
your beard.
What about the guys who have the rubber bands?
No.
It's
what
long and they do rubber bands around it.
Fix it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to tell dudes that I see with non-manly looking beards. Fix it.
How do you like your face bush?
Mine?
Mhm.
Just like a man would wear it. Some growth.
Just full go.
You know?
Just
Trim up the neck beard a
you
tad.
do trim it up? Yeah.
I have to, because otherwise it'll annoy the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I will allow some shaping, but only to either make it look more like Gerard Butler from 300,
Yeah.
or to just make sure that thing looks good. Nice and round or square, however you want to do it, but however your face sits. But that's it.
If you looked like Gerard Butler from 300, I would wear that costume everywhere.
I would too.
With sword.
A real one, not a fake one.
Nope.
Like a real sword.
I would just wear that everywhere, and I would talk exactly like he talked in the movie.
Yeah, it'd be awesome to have his voice, I think.
Yeah.
That dude's got to pull a lot of tail.
More
Even
than a lion
now.
tamer.
Even now, when he's not all ripped up, doing his workouts, I bet he still pulls a decent amount. Number one, he's got the accent going for him. I'm talking about not over in Scotland, here in America. You know,
Right.
The dudes from the UK do well over here because of the accent. You know, when you see movies like Jude Law's in.
Yeah.
That's the thing with the ladies. Yeah. You sound remotely like Jude Law, you're gonna pull some tail in the United States.
Hugh
It's gonna
Jackman.
happen. Yeah.
Jackman.
That's another Brit right there.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. He's Australian.
Mm-hmm.
But
Good
yeah.
eye.
Good eye. Crikey. I love it. Dude, the Aussie accent's maybe the best one.
I know.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it, man.
All my boys do that.
You could take an Australian guy and put him in any setting. He could be speaking about the most serious topic ever, and I'm just going to think it sounds funny.
Mm-hmm.
He could be talking about like baby genocide, and I'm probably going to laugh at some point during the speech, just from the sheer fact of the accent.
And you're waiting for him to say Foster's or
Something
like that.
Oh, yeah. Either that or something. Talk about kangas, throw that in there. I don't know. It just sounds funny to me. It's one of the best accents, I think, that's out there.
It is. Yeah.
UK's good.
Scotland's solid.
Yeah.
Scotland's always solid.
Irish. Anything in the UK is rock solid, dude. It's just going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Scottish is pretty dope, though. When you got dudes, when your most famous guy, is he Scottish?
Who's this?
Slappy with his wife, James Bond.
Connery?
There you go.
Yeah. Sean. Yep.
Scottish, right?
Scottish.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's your boy. That's your gold standard right there.
Mm-hmm. Slappy. Yeah, I heard he got a little smacky one time.
He got a little beady with the wife.
Did he?
Well, allegedly.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Those are his words.
Oh, he said it.
Something about that, yeah. There was a comment that he made
he
about
said
sometime you gotta...
every once in a while you gotta show him the knuckle or something.
Yeah, something
give
that...
him the knuckle.
It was frowned upon, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But only a man like that could
But
say
it could have been, he might have meant the knuckle like the Cleveland Steamer.
Like the fudge
You got to
knuckle.
give her another, you got to give her something.
I don't think so.
The slap and tickle.
I think he was talking about Slappy with the face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Got to keep that pimp hand strong.
He does, clearly. I don't know.
Well, he did.
Right. Was he dead?
No. Just flaccid.
Okay.
I'm sure.
I doubt that.
Really?
You don't play James Bond, sir, and become flaccid. You just don't. I think that's one of the things in the contract.
Yeah, but then he played that stupid Finding Forrester thing.
I don't care.
Bolt the door if you're coming in.
Didn't he?
You're the man now,
Dude,
dog.
he banged Catherine Zeta-Jones, okay, in a movie when he was 103.
In a movie?
They probably, you know how actors are.
Boy, that's a pretty decent scene right there. You just popped that one in my head. The laser scene when
she was real neat for a while.
Some
I haven't seen her in a long time, but nothing wrong there, kids. Well, at the time.
No, not at the time.
Yeah.
Not at the time. Let's put that on. Let's stream that after the show.
Just that scene. Because I don't remember the movie being super good.
No, I don't even remember the movie.
I don't know what
Couldn't
the
tell you
premise
the name
was about.
of it. Nope.
Neither can I. Well, Entrapment? I think that sounds right.
Sure.
Well, it's the laser beam scene. That's my jam.
You need to get in on that.
Spandex. Leggings.
Yoga pants.
Whoever invented those, you thank you.
Well, listen. No.
Thank you.
No.
Because for all the bad,
my view.
For all the bad,
No.
there's a whole lot of good. So
this is Jimmy on clothing, okay? Jimmy on fashion.
Jimmy's fashion tips, new segment.
Nobody was made to wear flip-flops. Nobody on this
That's a
planet
lie.
should wear flip-flops.
That's a lie.
2, 11 human beings, male and female. There's only 11 human beings who can wear the yoga pants. That's
No
it.
women.
Huh?
There's no dudes that are wearing yoga pants.
Oh, there's
You
not.
said human beings. 11 women.
There are 11.
I don't want to see 11
ladies.
dudes hanging brain in
Okay.
yoga pants, okay?
No,
Maybe there's some people that do. I'm not one of
I
them.
didn't know.
So 11 women,
It looked like you were smuggling plums if you were wearing.
well, something.
So women,
Maybe
yeah,
some turnips.
11 women that can
Those
get away
weird-looking
with wearing,
gourds.
and none of them that I've seen around here.
And you're not looking,
that
buddy.
do. No,
And you're not looking.
no, please. And there are 5 guys on this earth who can pull off a muscle shirt. off
Not
of
anymore. There's more than that now.
Nope.
Yeah, there is.
Oh well, yeah, with the gay guys. They
Well, that
they
and
up their
there's,
game.
there's a lot of dudes that you don't give people enough credit.
No,
you know.
come on.
You know, there's a lot of people like Bieber who wear muscle shirts when you just
Nope.
want to punch him in the face. Like,
Yeah.
bro, stop it.
Yeah.
Cardio is not a way to take off your shirt and be
Yeah.
like, look at my non-muscles. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of dudes that could do it.
Mm.
There's a lot of dudes that do it that shouldn't. I'll agree with you there.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of females that wear yoga pants that should not.
Mhm.
Should not be a fashion choice for those people. I understand why they do it because it's comfortable and easy, you know. But I agree. There's some people but there's more than 11 people. I know that's a gross exaggeration, but for sure.
Well, thank you.
Jimmy's fashion takes. We should do a new segment, man.
And
Anytime
can
there's-
we? I don't know if this has anything to do with fashion, but can we? And I'm not calling anybody out, and I'm not
think
saying
you are. This
anything
sounds like
nasty. No. I promise I'm not. But can we just start pulling back on the tats? Can we just pull back a little?
No, they're going, dude.
Really?
People are ramping it up. I think it's going the
know.
opposite direction.
I know.
Like, it's super common now. Super
Well, yeah,
common to get the
it's
tats.
common. Yeah.
Some
But
people don't like them. Some people don't like them.
I do not.
Right.
I do not.
I don't care if other people do it. I've flirted with the idea, but I don't think I will.
Yeah.
I just don't really have the desire
Yeah.
to do it. Plus, man, you got to think about this, and I think not a lot of people do. If you get a tat,
Mm-hmm.
say you're a young person,
Mm-hmm.
you're in shape, right? Everything's where it should be.
Yep.
If you don't maintain that, then
Mm-hmm.
for the rest of your life,
Yes, sir.
unless you get that thing lazed off,
Mm-hmm.
at some point that tattoo is going to look super, super stupid.
Yeah, Simba is going to start hanging down on the back of your thigh and look really sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look how sad Simba.
Yeah. So we're in agreement on that.
Yeah. So
think of your grandchildren
right, man.
when you put a tattoo on.
Yeah, on your face or something.
Yeah. And they're kind of like those license plates. You know, the vanity plate.
Oh yeah, yeah. A little bit.
They're kind of like that, where sometimes I don't understand what the plate is. I don't know what it's trying to say.
Right.
It's personal to the person driving the car,
Right.
but they're trying to make some kind of statement with this vanity plate, and sometimes I can't figure it out. The light's not long enough for me to sit there and turn the 3 around to make it an E and make,
Yeah.
what is this? What is this supposed to be? And to me, tattoos are like that. They mean that thing you have across your neck of the random letters and numbers, that means a lot to you, but
Right.
why are you putting it out there for me to look at it if I don't understand it?
I don't think it's for,
don't
but
get it.
I don't
It's
think
not
it's for
for
you.
me.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
it's not.
It's for them, but it's my thing with tattoos is why put a tattoo in a place where you can't see it all the time as the wearer. Like if I was going to get a tattoo that something looked badass, I'd want to be able to see it. I wouldn't put it on my back. I wouldn't put it on my foot. I wouldn't put it on, my calf, wherever. Those are acceptable spots, I guess, for a dude. You should never have it on the small of your back. Just that, unless it's like a whole thing. Unless your whole back's covered.
Oh, the tramp stamp thing.
As a man.
I've seen them.
I'm sure.
I'm
sure
them.
They exist, but that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
It's ridiculous. Number one, what's the point? Well, I mean, I know there's a point. If you have certain sexual partners, male and female, sure. But, come on, man. If you can't see the tat, what's the point of having it for you? If it's a personal thing, it seems kind of silly to me.
So wait, it's silly to have it as a personal thing?
No.
Or it's silly
you can't
to not
see
put it out there?
If it's a personal thing to you, right?
Oh,
You get the tattoo because you want a tattoo because you think it looks cool or you want to
That's right.
remember somebody.
So why do you put that across your back if it's just for you?
Well, you have to look at a mirror to see it.
No.
This seems silly to me.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't know. I'm not a tattoo guy.
What's your okay? You mentioned badass tat. What's a bad? I'm going to pay for you to have a tat
tat
across your chest. What are you putting on there?
Well, first of all, it's probably going to be on my arms. I'm not going to do the chest tat either, I don't think. Because I can't. I mean, I can see it, but it's going to be some kind of a warbird.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe some bullets in there. Fire. There's going to be an explosion. Or like the silhouette of an explosion somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe a tank. This is all one scape, too. This is all one tattoo scape.
Oh.
This is going to cost you a pretty penny. And I'm going to need color. What else? Probably some apes. Maybe one of the Congo ones. Yeah. One of the bad monkeys.
Yeah.
And maybe Katie. Maybe Katie in there. I don't know. I might do a little bit of a tale of my life.
KT.
Bad monkey. Ugly monkey. Dude,
no, we got to stay on track.
Is her. Yeah,
we got to stay on track.
Katie, man, and her sign language is the best. It's the best I've ever seen.
Congo the movie. Rent it, buy it. I don't care. I bought it.
They need a sequel or a prequel to that film. To see, they need a prequel first to see how the bad monkeys became the bad monkeys, and then we need to see Katie in the sequel to see how she's doing now. Did she die at the end of that? I forget.
Are you done describing your tat?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And on a plane, like a fighter plane, like a jet, just because that's cool.
Coming in and doing a bombing run.
Oh yeah,
blowing up all that scene.
Yeah,
that you were talking
behind
about.
The fact, and then there's a like a hawk or eagle chasing the jet, and then in the forefront is Katie and the ugly Harambe, and then the explosions behind them. That's pretty dope.
If people don't stand up and salute that,
come on, then you don't have a soul nor a pulse.
Well, mine's going to be chest.
Sure. Across
Across the chest. Because why are you going to build this?
Bro, I've got it right now. Just shut up. The word barrel. That's it. That's all you need.
I get it. No, mine is going to be a dingo carrying a baby.
Nice.
Because that means so much to me.
And they have,
it's
got to be holding a boomerang.
You know what I've been
I
through.
know.
So
one of these days, we're going to peel back that onion. We're just going to do an all-exclusive Jimmy show, and we're going to go from birth to now.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do. The saga, if you will, of Joe Dirt. Even though you're not Joe Dirt, it'll be the saga of Jimmy.
That sounds awesome.
I know it does.
Let's do memorial shows for each other. But we get to be here for the show.
Okay. When do you want to do it?
I don't know.
We'll work on it. We'll tease it.
Yeah,
we'll tease it.
Tease it a little bit.
We'll tease. We gotta promote those. Those are gonna be good shows. If I get to dedicate an entire episode to a memorial show to you, number one, I'm gonna do some research.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna have to get back.
It's out there.
Deep in your history.
IMDb.
I'm gonna be calling. Well, there's no credits that we're giving to you.
I know.
So that's gonna be a dead end.
Yes, it is.
But I'm gonna need phone numbers for your mother, your sister, your brother, relatives that aren't like immediate family members, friends, coworkers.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like a full-on FBI background check.
Awesome.
I'm gonna get in there deep.
Yeah,
deep throat. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be getting information that you forgot about, and I'm gonna be bringing it up. That's how you do a memorial show, right there.
And I'm going to do the same.
But in the beginning too, I'm going to need the sound of like an F-16, the engine at the very beginning, and then explosions and an eagle screech. And then I'll kick off the memorial show for you. God bless America.
Oh, man.
USAF, baby.
Nice.
USAF.
Yeah. We bleed blue at this house.
That's right. Yeah, you got two for
right.
one here.
Me and the missus.
That's right. That's where the love blossomed.
Nope.
Was it not?
Nope.
No? Okay, I'm misremembering. Well, we'll have to get that. We'll have to fact check that for the show because that's going to come up in the memorial.
I was 15 years old when she was born.
Well,
So
we're not going to get into
No,
that. Age
please,
is
let's
nothing
not.
but a number.
please,
Okay.
let's not.
R.
Because if I
Kelly.
think about that, I want
Yeah.
to send myself to prison.
Well, that's not like you were, that was your mindset. Like I'm going to cradle
Like
rob.
like when I saw her as a baby.
Yeah, you're like,
and said,
I'm gonna
"Oh,
marry
yeah,
that.
I'll marry you."
I'm gonna marry that girl someday. Straight Joe Dirt. I'm gonna marry that girl
I'll
someday.
marry that girl.
She is so fine. Yeah.
Yeah, what's that girl's story that was in Joe Dirt?
I don't know. She's neat. She's pretty.
She
neat
was
looking.
really neat in the movie, but what else is she? Where else have I seen her?
Always Sunny. She plays the transy.
Oh
the
yeah,
transvestite.
that's right. Yeah. Always Sunny.
But
that
other
new
than that,
season on that?
she's played in White Chicks. She plays in White Chicks. Is one of the rich girls.
Oh,
Yeah, man, I've got a pretty. It's like a Rolodex up
It
here.
really
You know what I
is.
mean? It's like a database of its own. I don't even need IMDb.
you are.
Name a movie. Name a movie. I'll tell you right now. The cast. Go.
Tower Heist.
Pass. No, you got Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
Zoolander.
yeah. Ben Stiller.
Ben Stills.
You were still cross-checking.
Yeah,
Cross-referencing.
referencing. There's some other people in that movie too,
Yeah, there are.
but yeah. So clearly, I know what I'm talking about, and I'm pretty good with celebrities. So you're welcome. I nailed that. I nailed it.
You had something you wanted to talk about today.
No, that was it. It's gnome beards, man. I feel like it's an epidemic. I've only seen one person with one, but I feel like that's all you need, and then it's going to start creeping in. Those pointy beards.
Yeah.
Full-grown man, like a 40-year-old man with a pointy beard. No, fix it. Just # fix it. Okay, get your shit straight. You have a beard on your face. Okay,
And I want to say something else about the fashion.
go.
I want to go back to hats. Even though I don't wear hats, you'll
Okay.
never see me with a hat, or rarely see me maybe out on the lawnmower.
Yeah,
But
I can't even say I've ever seen you with a hat. Ever.
But like bringing back like the fedoras and stuff like that,
Yeah.
the old school stuff.
Those are, you have to have a certain. I feel like you have to have a certain face or head shape for that, because there's dudes that wear those and that shouldn't wear them. They look goofy.
Well, sure.
You know what I mean?
A
They
big,
look goofy.
huge Irish head like mine with one of those
Would
little
look
hats
fine.
sitting on top.
You could pull it off.
Well,
No, I mean
have
it's got to
wear
be
the little
fitted
chappy
for you.
cap. I have to wear that little chappy.
Yeah,
that
you
little,
look good in that too.
That,
yeah, you would.
Yeah.
You could pull that off. There's not a lot of dudes that can pull that hat off either.
Oh, come on. You're making
There's
me feel
not.
good.
There's not. That's a hat that's kind of specific to certain people. Otherwise, it just looks stupid. My pops wears them a lot though.
Yeah?
Yeah,
No,
it's
it's
one of those
okay. I
favorite
don't care
types of
about
hats.
it. Yeah.
He likes the straw, it almost looks like a cowboy hat, but it's just like a sun hat. It's like a shade hat, you know.
Okay.
And then he likes those. He likes the chappy caps.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wait.
Those are his go-tos.
The straw, are you talking about kind of like the, what? Like the, what's his
They're
name?
wicker or whatever. They're not. They're
Yeah.
like
a
Greg
sun
Norman.
hat,
Like
a-
Greg Norman.
Yes.
And if you
okay.
know golf, anyway, which
Yeah.
probably not a lot of people do. But Greg Norman, that's what he used to
Yeah.
wear all the time.
Yeah, Stevie Ray wore.
Well, like
something.
dude, those things, full-on cowboy hats, like you got west,
Yeah.
holy smokes, are those expensive.
Yeah, like
Jesus.
a Stetson and yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Insane.
I
Boots, too.
thought maybe like $100.
Yeah.
You're fucking high, bro.
Yeah.
You go into one of those things like, hey, let me get a cowboy hat. You're spending at least $300.
Yeah.
Probably for a shitty one. I would imagine
Yeah.
it would be the $300 one.
Yeah, I've heard somebody say he's paid $800
I would assume.
for one before.
That
Ugh.
seems crazy to me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't ranch. Maybe they're essential for ranching. You know, being a cowboy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do they ranch
Rough
these
Rider.
days? What do you
Cattle.
Llamas?
Sure, you can milk a llama. Get some llama
You
meat.
can milk anything with nipples, Greg.
What do you think llama meat tastes like?
Llama meat?
Like if you were to farm llamas for meat.
Oh, I thought you just did those for hair, for their fur.
Well, I don't know. I'm sure you could.
Yeah, I'm sure they eat them too.
But do
In
they?
Asia.
I've never felt like, even in Asia, I've never heard of a llama dish. I've heard of almost everything else
Yeah.
but a llama. Even camel hump. I've heard of that. Like people eating camel, but never a llama.
I don't know. If you know about this, send us
Send an email about that, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do some because I've never in my life heard of somebody say,
No.
that's some great llama.
That's good llama. You try that with
You
some,
want some
lime
llama?
sauce.
This is the guy
Yeah.
to go see about your llama.
You
steak.
guys grilling this weekend? What are you gonna have?
Oh, I'll bring some llama.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Bring some center cuts, some backstrap.
Some of that tenderloin.
llama.
Yeah, never heard it in my life.
You know who
People
could
eat
tell-
spiders,
Do you
bro.
know who could tell us?
Go.
Ted Nugent.
For sure.
He would absolutely.
That dude has probably eaten every animal
yeah.
that's on the planet
Mm-hmm.
at least once.
Do you know where I started liking him? Is when I've never been a huge fan of his music, just a few little things, but it's when he first gained this big political voice that he had.
Yeah, he has. He still
He
has
has now, yeah. But when he first started this, it's when he started talking.
Oh, yeah.
Outside of
His
playing music.
Right.
Yeah. He talked about the fact that he doesn't want to hear about starving people in New York when they in the same newspaper that they put how much of a problem they have with pigeons. I think he said something like that. I was trying to think of the exact quote, but I couldn't.
Exact quote.
That's why I sounded stupid. But yeah, he's saying that he doesn't want to hear about that. About poor people starving when there's so many pigeons. He said, "What do you think squab is called?" Is he said squab is, roasted pigeon.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Eat them.
Well, dude,
let's get somebody to get those things and eat them.
I think, yeah, I think in Philly, I want to say it's Philadelphia, you can bow hunt from your apartment.
What?
For deer. Because it's a thing.
For deer?
Yeah, because, dude, think about this, okay? If I'm a deer and I'm out, like, I need essential thing, water, food, right? But if I can find that in a city setting where I know that really the only thing that's going to kill me is a vehicle, why not? Am I going to sit in somebody's backyard and destroy their flowers and all their little micro gardens and everything else? Yeah. So they're becoming rampant, man. They're just everywhere. So eventually they're going to have to do something, or you're going to have dudes with sniper rifles, man, that have been hired to come and kill these things. Because otherwise you're going to have, what is there? There's like over 50, this might be a gross exaggeration, but maybe 50,000 car accidents. I don't know if that's nationwide or like even statewide for certain states involving deer. Yeah, people hitting deer, right?
That's high, yeah.
And those things, depending on how you hit a deer, those things can go right through your windshield, dude. And you hit like one of the buck antlers, like in your neck or something, it could kill you like instantly, right? Pretty much. So that's a thing. But yeah, they instituted that. I think you can bow hunt in the inner city of Philadelphia.
That's unbelievable.
I know, isn't that crazy? But think about this. I mean, but that's a good thing, kind of. I mean, if people are being safe as they can about it. The bad thing about that is you get pass-throughs with arrows, and that's going to ricochet and go somewhere.
Yep.
So you're in a little bit of a gray area, but people can feed themselves. There wouldn't be any. Well, there'll still be people that go hungry, but if I think that's a thing that we should teach more people how to do is to hunt and fish for themselves, because there's a lot of public area you can go do that, and then now granted it's hard to hunt animals and be successful, but if you learn how to do that, then you wouldn't necessarily be like, I have to depend on somebody else for all my food, right? You can just go get it yourself. Feed yourself.
Bring a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime.
Boom. And those are words to live by.
I just made that up.
That is brilliant. Did you
just now?
It's no wonder that you're
first time it's ever been. It's the first time it's ever been spoken.
God, we should make a T-shirt
Right
out of that.
Yeah.
I think
TM.
we're gonna trademark that. You heard it here first.
Now, that is true, right? All we have to do is say TM.
I think so.
And it's trademarked.
Like if we say the words trademark
yeah.
after whatever we say, then I believe that's legally binding. I'm just saying. I'm not an attorney. Couple credits shy, sure, but I think that's all you need to do.
Speaking of trademarks, I want to talk about JFF. Okay. JFF, because the football season is coming up, and I don't know where JFF is at. I don't know what he's doing. If he's in a hotel room somewhere with a heroin needle sticking out of his arm, or if he's just drunk, crashing in somebody's bathtub. I heard somebody saw him at a state fair.
Probably.
We're talking about Johnny effing football.
Manziel.
Yeah. So I want to talk about him in one of the next couple shows, because football season's coming up, and
sure.
And he is.
He's a train wreck.
I'm fascinated.
I'm
absolutely fascinated by that mindset. A guy who's young and surrounded by people saying,
yes,
John, by professionals, by big money professionals, psychologists, psychiatrists who are trying or who have tried to work with him and get this squared away. And he just decided beer's more fun.
That's clearly mental, man. It's all mental.
Yep. Yes,
it's all mental. What we got left? What time we got left?
We're done.
We done? All right.
Yeah.
Well, let me make a note. We'll elaborate some more on that next episode. At least I will.
We will.
I don't want to run over for right now.
Point19productions.com.
Point19productions at gmail.com as well for emails. Send them in. Comments, questions, concerns, show ideas, guest ideas. We're going to start get some more guests on, so we'll need some ideas of folks you want to hear from. About? Yeah. And see, Stitcher, YouTube, SoundCloud, all the popular forums to get podcasts. YouTube. We're out there.
All I ask you to do is love somebody.